Right. So this book I decided to read because I'm actively involved in a startup. I mean, heavily involved, I would say, pretty much. Technical, essentially leading the technical part of the startup. Startup, you could call CTO, whatever. Doesn't matter. Basically, managing the tech side of things mostly. Although I'm getting involved in a little bit of the operation side too. Anyway, that's kind of what led me to read this book to see what's there because it's more newer book than some of the other startup books I read. Because in the AI world, especially the tech startup scene, is completely flipped. It's no longer about the technology anymore. It's more about the idea, product fit, so on. And that's what James Sinclair covers. It's truly emphasizing understanding the product, ensuring there's a product demand, and you're understanding your customer, iterating fast to ensure there's a market for you before you build something. Because with AI, you can build anything really fast. And yes, I've done it. So I have practical experience building really fast what I would have taken 8 to 10 people, or six to eight people, probably a year and a half, build it almost single-handedly in a month and a half or so. It could have been faster if I just knew what I was doing at the beginning, anyway. So in this world, your tech is no longer important. It's absolutely, I would say, not that significant at all. Very insignificant. Of course, you need to know what you're doing. Obviously, if you're going to build enterprise level, now if you're vibe coding for a simple app for, I don't know, a few hundred users, or even a couple of thousand users, you're fine. Anybody can do it. But if you're trying to build scale millions of users and stuff, you still need to. And my question is, in the future, who the heck knows if you even need millions of users? Maybe you customize everything for individually or for select group, and it's more of a scaling that way, uh, or duplicating things. Anyway, I'm going on a rant on my own thing, but mainly about the book, James Sinclair. That's what it does. Kind of goes through the founder's journey of starting a startup. So technically, I guess since I'm involved in something that's already revenue generating and it's really has a good product market fit and really excellent, it's one of the rare things when you're kind of in the blue ocean when nobody else is there. So we're in that. And by the way, it's related to books. So anyway, so for me, I guess that's one of the passions, but I'm more very kind of obsessed about AI and software engineering. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. Beyond the startup, I'm also potentially venturing on to help other enterprises potentially, implement AI-based software engineering. Anyway, the point is, with that being said, I think this book is critical to read to truly understand. Many people still don't get it. They think they just, create a, technology, then people will come. That doesn't work. You got to find the product that people care, have a pain point, truly will solve their pain or discomfort, whatever that case is, before you go do it. And in this case, like you could use something like Replit to just do a prototype pretty quickly and test if somebody is willing to pay for it. If nobody is willing to pay for it, then you're wasting your time. Don't get stuck in this whole tech obsession that somehow you create a great tech. No, you're no longer there is anything about great tech other than you're creating an AI model, incredible AI model maybe better than Cloud or Gemini or whatever, or any of those open source models. Okay, fine. Then maybe your tech is great. Although I question that too because a Cloud code is doing Cloud Code next version. 100% coding is being done by that. So, okay. So your ideas and the product fit, that's why it's more important. Very, very critical in this generation. Jeez, generation. Seriously. 2 years ago, it wasn't impossible. Last year changed everything dramatically. 2026 is going to be mind blowing. And if you're, in tech, not focused on AI and how to use AI to automate many of the things your company does or you do, then you're already kind of out of the race, pretty much. You're too late to the race almost. But it's never too late, you can get on it. But anyway, the whole point, if you're focusing on a startup, you better read this book. Truly, truly understand the product market fit. Truly get on that journey before you go think of building something seriously or a lot of features. Don't. Focus on the product market fit, period. Understand somebody is willing to pay and really focus on their pain point. So iterate fast. Build small, iterate fast, go fast, right? That's what he's talking about mainly. But it's more, like I said, like before you start up, do all this stuff. That's his focus. Not on something like I am, where we already have a great product market fit. I didn't join initially. I joined I would say for a startup very late, but then I ended up taking over the tech part of the company or the startup. Essentially, that wasn't the original either for me. It just ended up happening that way. I just got into the obsession. Now I'm obsessed about AI and building software through that or solving problems. So don't let that obsession blind you into the product market fit is what I would say I got it, right? Of course, I'm not doing a new startup, but I do know, I've known this from other books like Million Dollar Weekend and other things. Like I've run across many of these startup people, guys, gals, who just go do startups without any really market fit. They just think, oh, I'm going to be the next Steve Jobs or something like that, without testing the market, truly understanding if it's going to pay them, the market is going to pay them, or they are solving a real pain point. So highly, highly recommend if you're in that world of thinking of a startup or looking to do a startup and you think it's a great idea just because you think it is a great idea versus actually testing and seeing if somebody is willing to pay for it, then you definitely ought to read this.